What's going on, everybody? This is David Mitchell here, and welcome back to Fans Train, episode 97. Check me to be exact. 1 minute. I gotta get a new tablet. Yes, I gotta get a new tablet. This sucker getting old, and it's time to get it replaced. But let me check real quick. Already forgetting what number we're on because how far up we are on 98. We're on 98, so welcome to episode 98. Also, happy, even though it's October 24th right now. Alright. Also, 1 minute, I gotta make sure we don't have echo. Because, come on. Reason why I have it to my YouTube channel on here is because, one, we're going to put some links in, if y'all know what I mean, but let's get back to what I'm about to say. Today, October 24th, and tomorrow, October 25th. It already October 25th in the Philippines, and y'all are probably going to be at me, why is it so important? Because October 25th is Joshua. To Joshua, if you are listening to this, happy birthday, bud. And I hope you're having a good one. But it is his birthday in the Philippines, so yeah, and still got a few hours before it turned his birthday here in the US, if y'all know what I'm saying. But happy birthday to you, bud. So yeah, but let's get to what we're talking about today. DMUs and like why, and I'm always going to tell you this, why DMUs are good for commuter rail. Like, I have so many reasons why DMUs are good for commuter rail. And they're pretty good for pop-up mini metros, rural area. And also, if y'all are wondering where my ring is, it's starting to break again. I did glue it together again, so I'm letting it dry, but yeah, if y'all know what I mean. I'm probably going to have to get a new silicone ribbon band. So, yeah. But DMU service actually pretty feasible in a lot of small cities, big towns, and all that, if you know how to implement it in. Which it's up, and I'll always say, DMUs are actually pretty good for commuter rail. And there's no excuse about it. So, yeah. It's up, and I'll always say, DMUs are good train service in a lot of places. Now let's see who is online and who is busy right now. But one thing, alright, and I want to post it. It's from North Carolina on a project that they've been talking about, and it's something I did thought about because it actually is good and an example of an area that would be good for DMU service. Like North Carolina and Charlotte is good, and talking about the red one would be operating on Norfolk Southern trackage. And to be honest, DMUs are probably the best ideal, if y'all know what I mean. But yeah, I gotta figure out how to get the link to work on here. Look like Gord is busy. but it's big when you did think about it. Which, to be honest, it's up and did big. A big game changer for commuter rail in the South, actually. Because it's up and we need it for a while. I'm trying to we're trying to get the post to work in chat. Good God. But it's up and I will say. But yeah. 1 minute. Hey, you doing good? Oop, let me get it up. Come on. Hey. All right. Oof. Cool. Oh. I'll wait until everybody eventually ready, but to be honest, commuter rail is big for what we're talking about because it needs to happen. It's something that need to happen. If it can happen in Charlotte, hopefully Columbia can see it. And I'm talking about the state capital. If the state capital can see it, hopefully, and I mean hopefully, and what I'm going to bring up is that it will spread over to other areas that need, and it's up and I'll be on about that need to happen. Like, we need to work on, and I'm bringing it up, on small areas first that could be done with, like, pop mini metros and all that when it comes to commuter rail. Well, let me check if this works. There we go. And yes, I'm using my tablet for this, so hopefully it did work. That's the reason why I had the live stream up on my tablet, if y'all are so curious. And actually it does, so if y'all want to look up the article, look in the chat. So, yeah. But mini metros are actually pretty good when it comes to commuter rail. Like, it's something that would fit, if y'all know what I mean. But yeah, like, mini metros are actually something that I am actually thinking about that would be good. Like, and I mean good. Because they would actually be beneficial to, like, moat up the towns around here and cities. Like, hell, there are a ton of big cities, or not big city, but small city and big towns here in the South that could have pop-up metro. Technically, one town kind of got screwed, and it only an hour away, and it heading towards Savannah and Augusta. Technically, both of them could have good metro system if they decide to work on it. My point is that, and hear me out on this, is that Dorchester County, like around Dorchester and Walterboro, city of Walterboro, technically it's a big town, don't have a bus service, which it's surprising because of how big it is. And because it's also a college town, like they got a college in Walterboro. And seeing is with this, is that I'm going to bring it up, is that it would be good enough for a mini metro, and they used to had rail system. They used to had a rail line there back in the day. Thing is, it was called the Walter Turn job, and we had a passenger train that was a connection shuttle train that went from Charlton to Walterboro. And that same train we used to head all the way up to Augusta. Like, literally, you've been able to take a train from there. The sad reality is that there's nothing that can outwardly be good for the town now. Like, literally, this town, it's actually a part of a city with big enough now to have a bus transit system, but they kind of squashed that. And my point is that some of these places, they get screwed over because people do all they want to do, and I'm talking about it, all they want to do is just fuck around and take people option away from them and force them all to drive. My point is that if you take people option away where they are forced to drive, you're no good person. That's my point. Like, literally, there are so many big towns, small cities that would be good for mini metros that get screwed over. And that's the thing. Like, we kind of screw over people by doing that. And when we do that, it kind of, effery around. And that's not pretty good. Like, we are charting the consequence of what happened when we start to, for everybody drive and take our options away from them and make everything so damn hostile they ain't even freaking funny. Like, we're seeing the consequences of it. So yeah, let's see if we can call Brightline. And today is a day off, so hopefully he can pick up. Probably busy at the moment. We'll find out. But there are so many cities and small city pairs that could have like shuttle trains and like mini pop-up metros that could be run by DMUs around the U.S. And I mean around the U.S. When you think about the reality of it, and that thing, it's something that we need to work on. Do you want? There we go. And the thing, we literally, and I'm going to say this, we literally tear down our rail system. Everything we have dip the nail to the car. Eventually, the car going to be our downfall anyway. And the thing is that all you have to do order to control people and to force them into cars and stuff and all of that. But yeah, that's something I would probably go down in another live stream. But we literally tear down our walkability, our neighborhoods, and other stuff just to screw over people because we like cars. And that's disgusting, depressing, awful. It's not fun at all knowing about this. My point is that places that are built around people and are not around the car are more lively. Cities that are built around walkability, people, and transit we do better in the long run than car-centric. And that's something I'll be honest about. And saying is that we kneel to the car thinking it the all be all in all. But in the reality, it did occur to tearing everything down, if y'all know what I mean. And trust me, when you think about all this and start adding up, you start realizing the car is a big problem. And I mean big problem. Like, car transit is some of the most shittiest out there. And my point is that what I've been saying with city pairs, there are so many mini metros that could be done. It ain't freaking funny. And it's sad that we have city pairs that could be good that are screwed over because they say, oh, now we could do it with a bus. And instead screwing everything over, if y'all know what I mean. It's just so fucking irritating. If you know what I'm saying. Transit is busy. But there are stuff that I will never agree with because of how awful it is when you think about it. Because it's something I have thought about and realized that it's god awful when you know the facts about it. If you know what I mean. And it's just like pissed in a lake, you know? Like, why are we still supporting that stuff? And good God, knowing about it, it's just so upsetting. So it infuriates me sometimes knowing that we had so many opportunity and we kept on blowing them. Like, literally, it's so freaking bad. It's just depression knowing that, if y'all know what I mean. And messenger crash. Oops. I'll let it go to. But it's something I'll be on it is that we keep on, and I mean keep on screwing up. Like, literally, there are stuff we could be doing to improve our nation rail system. And we keep on fucking up and choosing the car over something that would be more reliable in the long run, if y'all understand what I'm saying. But we need transit. It's something we need. And sad thing is that we keep on destroying it for the car. And funny thing is, if we keep that up, guys, I'm not having a good time. We're not having a good time. The one reason why I don't like live streaming on a week because you never know with of the group it gonna be busy or doing stuff. That one reason why. But the only reason I do live streaming during the week is because it's easier to do them during the week instead of weekend because of work. And to be honest, if I did not have work on the weekends, I would try to find a way. But yeah. But let me be honest. We literally teared our country down. But we really had a lot of stuff in the country we need to work on. And we keep on, tearing our rail system down and keep on building more roads. There will be a point, and I'm going to bring it up, there will be a point where it's going to cause everything to go bad. Like, we can only keep on doing stuff so far before people start getting fed up and saying enough and enough with the BS. Oh, guess who finally just came online? You better pick up, bud. But 21 minutes in the live stream and you're late as usual, Brightline. 25 minutes late. Hey, bud.
What's up, man?
You know I was trying to call you about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, it's just that the laptop was actually having its issues, so
Oof.
it was laggy.
Hey, Brightline, did you get the link talking about that commuter line? They are now planning to build up in North Carolina.
Well, I've heard about it.
Dude, this is a big step for commuter rail down in the South that is not in Florida,
Florida's always the leader in rail in the Southeast.
Oh,
First with Tri-Rail, next with Sunrail, and I've heard there's a new Tampa. Well, we actually discussed that, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's called Sunrunner.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
It's Sunrunner. I remember we were talking about that last live stream, and we brought up some stuff about it and I was thinking about that it's a DMU service, like Sunrunner is a DMU service type train, And it got me thinking, like, there are so many city pairs down here in the South that you don't even need, like, full-blown commuter trains like you see into cargo. All you just need are, like, DMU services. Like DMU train sets.
Like, Sunrunner is not a commuter rail service. It's a bus rapid transit service.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the Oh my god, we've been bamboozled. We've been bamboozled.
A bus rapid transit. According to Bing, let me look it up.
Bing is probably wrong because, let's be honest, I'm not trying to hate on Bing, but Bing is not that accurate.
Yeah, right.
Like, literally, I tried looking up stuff on Bing, couldn't find what I was looking for that much. It showed me some of the complete opposite. Infuriating, But, yeah. But I looked at Zane talking about Norfolk Southern say it willing to make the deal on the red line, you know? And that athlete's up and that athlete pretty good. And I was actually thinking about it when we talked about it last week in last week live stream about how they're getting that hydrogen DMU train set in Florida. If Brightline decide they can actually make another little commuter rail that connect from Orlando, like from Brightline Station right there at Orlando International Airport to the main Union Station in downtown Orlando, you know?
Oh, I see the renderings of the commuter rail, the Sunrunner commuter rail service.
So it is.
So it's not just a Sunrunner bus rapid transit system. There's a commuter service as well, bearing the same name.
So it's both.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, if they want to be more profitable, I would suggest to them to get rid of the bus rapid transit and stick to commuter rail. You know?
I mean, yeah, they can actually have a corridor, a bus rapid transit corridor, and convert that to light rail. They could do that.
Or
possible.
Or if they're already rail track, they can buy a couple of DMUs and operate those, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hell, if you have a small area like a big town that have a population over 4,000, maybe 5,000 people, a little mini metro would do good, you know? Like, and Jane, like there are so many towns in the South that got screwed over by the car. And there is a college town here in South Carolina in the town of Walterboro. They have a community college, a hospital. Sad thing is, they don't have any transit. You know what I mean? Like, it's a small city, and it literally don't even have transit. And funny thing is that, and I'm going to bring it up at that, and you're going to laugh at this, Walterboro actually used to have a partner train that came from Charlton, went through Walterboro all the way up to, you know, Augusta, you know?
Oh, wait, hold on. The Sunrunner commuter rail service is not located in Tampa.
Where is it?
It's located in Arizona, in Maricopa County.
Oh. Oops.
So I believe you actually have been mistaken with the Sunrunner bus rapid transit in Tampa.
Oh dear. But let's be honest, that's probably a spin-off of Rail Runner, you know?
Yeah.
If it's a spin-off of Rail Runner, that's gonna be so hilarious if that's the reality.
Yeah, maybe. That could be possible.
If it
I can see that happening.
If it is, then it would expand, you know, Rail Runner reach in Arizona.
Yeah. They have a Rail Runner, so I think they're going to rebrand it to Sunrunner. That makes more sense because Rail Runner is actually branded, already exists.
Yeah, and it owned by another railroad, commuter rail, you know.
Yeah.
So, and
although it's that commuter rail service does operate its own buses too, like.
Yeah, but I hear that the commuter rail is better anyway, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is.
To be honest, they got their act together when it came to it, but also there are people now who are trying to screw over the Rail Runner. To be honest... Oops, sorry.
I'm going to look for the commuter rail system in Tampa. Because they have the BART, I believe.
I know, and someone...
Like the cable cars.
And to be honest, Tampa got ranked at a very awful commutable city, you know? Very awful. It's so funny. Funny when you did think about it, because a city that size should have a lot of transit in it, but in reality, it don't have that much.
Oh, at least they have Tico cable cars.
That, and same with Tico cable car, is that it actually getting extended. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, speaking of that, do you want, Alan Fister video from today?
Oh, what's it about?
Bright Line.
Oh, brother.
Oh, I have just waited for Penzi fan response. I am waiting on it.
Speaking of Penzi Fan, I've been watching Penzi Fan's War series.
To be honest, Penzi. All right, you can say what you were going to say. Sorry about that.
Okay, let's see what Alan Fisher has to. Brightline is good, but disappointing.
I can already hear Penzi Fan trumpeting. Am I right? I can already hear Penzi Fan trumpet already started up, So, that would be funny if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But the video about 10 minutes long, But here, funny thing, in the video, he called out the Florida DOT.
What?
Alan Fisher called out the Florida DOT and how awful their road design and how they sneaked them in to try to work in rail infrastructure when it should not be working,
I knew it. I knew that he's going to call the Florida FDOT because basically this is the fault at the Florida Department of Transportation. Get rid of those crossings.
I know. And funny thing is that he actually called it out.
I agree with him in that stance.
And funny thing is, and let's be honest, that Alan Fisher is pretty bad at when he called stuff out,
Yeah.
But he, not trying to be mean, he still have he don't have nothing on, the American Rail Club founder, Demetrius. Am I right?
He doesn't have anything against him.
I know, but Demetrius, one who started all the rail advocacy on YouTube, if you remember,
Yeah, I remember that.
Technically, before him, nope, and I mean, there were nothing positive talking about commuter rail in the U.S. until he started making YouTube videos about it. It's like a 180. Like, you know what I'm saying, Brightline?
I know what you're saying.
Like, I remember, and I can remember a lot back in the day. I remember his first video, and then 5 years later, people started talking about commuter rail and rail transit and walkability and why we need it. Then people started talking about how awful suburban developments are, And the reality is that a lot of open stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. Am I right? Brightline, you still there? 1 minute, he muted.
Just watching Alan Fisher's video right now.
But yeah, Brightline a lot, and Alan Fisher video as we speak. I watched it earlier. There are a lot of stuff I do agree with on Alan Fisher video, but there are also some stuff that he does miss the mark on that not Brightline, but Dimitri had brought up in his live streams. And one thing, I'll be on it. He brought up so many stuff and a-holes that screwed over the first couple of high-speed rail projects, and most of them with the buses, you know? Brightline, am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Like, the bus did complete a-holes, you know? It's just so infuriating, you know? Like, literally, one thing I hate, car loving presidents are also a problem for the country, you know? Am I right about that, Brightline? I need
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But, like, his video in depth, am I right about everything?
Yeah, you're absolutely right about everything. I haven't watched the entire video yet, so I just started to.
But it's a good video, trust me. It's a good video.
Yeah, it is. It is a good video. So, let's talk about what's going on in South Carolina. What's going on over there?
With commuter rail?
Yeah.
All right.
Amtrak, either of the two.
One Amtrak Quintet and their new locomotive on the Silver Meteor, you know?
Yeah.
So they're tetting them, and they're tetting with one unit right now. They're waiting on the next unit to come in where they could tet two of them on the same train, you know?
Yeah, I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I'm going to save some memes for later. You know, the memes that I sent in the Harrison House of Trains.
Oh, God. Oh.
Especially two of the cursed trains that I just sent.
I seen one of them that you sent me, you know?
Yeah. It's the same one, but different. It's basically similar to those two. It's similar to that one.
The one thing I'll be honest about Brightline is that what I was telling you earlier about how there are so many not big city, but big town and small cities in the U.S. that would do good for like a pop-up mini metro, you know?
Yeah.
There are so many here in the country, it ain't even freaking funny when you realize it. You know what I mean?
You know what you mean.
But, yeah. It's just freaking crazy knowing about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I gotta send you something on your chat right now. Have you heard of SCB-40?
Oh, I heard about it.
Those are the locomotives that Brightline uses.
Mm-hmm. You know,
I just came across an Amtrak Cascades SCB-40. Check this one.
Well, I'm waiting. Are you doing it? To be honest, I would not be surprised if Amtrak decide to do that in the Cascades, you know?
Yeah.
To be honest, Amtrak would be more likely to do that in the Cascades in California and, right there in Wisconsin between, Chicago, Milwaukee, you know?
Yeah, I was basically looking for the Amtrak Midwest and the Amtrak locomotives and the other Amtrak locomotives that are featuring this model, but there isn't any. So that's the only thing I could find it on Google.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, what I would think if they decide to do something like that, they'll probably go with the Canadian variant. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they got a, cab car. You know what I mean?
I mean, they could actually do it. I think Siemens could do an SCV-40 cab car.
They did.
That could happen too.
Brightline, they actually did.
Nice.
And that the Canadian variant, you know? The Canadian ones have a cab car.
Yeah, Brightline doesn't have any cab cars.
Brightline don't, but the Canadian, like Via Rail, and I forgot that our Class 2 railroad in Canada that are actually bringing back passenger service. I can't remember its name, but it's a Class 2 railroad that are actually bringing back passenger rail on its system. So, it's interesting to thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As much as we like to talk about current state of our infrastructure, we are catching up with the rest of the world.
We are, but we're slowly still fighting off NIMBYs and car lovers, you know?
Yeah.
Like, car lovers and suburbanite will try to find any way to insert their ideals and their stuff into where it should not belong. Am I right?
Exactly.
Like, we've seen them try to do that with Brightline, you know? Like, you remember when the suburbanite failed at trying to top Brightline and said, and tried to insert their ideals into Brightline?
Yeah.
Like, that failed. They only got one station that was built for cars up, but not the rest.
Okay, yeah. I actually sent you a video about the end of transit. Just quote unquote, just buy everyone a car.
I seen that video. You know,
buses with. I mean, I saw that video too. I'm like, replacing buses from cars is like, I mean, replacing trolleys with buses is worse. Is bad.
Here to example. It like play in a chemical burn with a nuclear burn. That's what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Just think about it like that. You're going from a chemical burn to a nuclear burn.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be honest, what I'll be honest about it, and I'll be honest, the person who talking against transit is a total idiot and don't believe in freedom, you know?
Yeah. Alex Davis is actually a pro-transit supporter, so.
I know, and I'm glad he did that video because he called out the, idiots.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, guys like one he called out, they're bad. They are bad, and if you support freedom and equality, where you want to be able to be free without having to use a car, people like him are going to be a hindrance on freedom because look, not everybody can drive, and saying is that moment you say, autonomous cars, you're going to watch people lose their freedoms. You want to know why? Why? Because
look at our infrastructure.
I know. Like, all you need to do to enslave the country is to make autonomous cars and for people on a schedule, and if you don't show up on that schedule or don't get in the car that boat to take you to where you need to be forced into slave labor. And saying I'm going to bring up, they'll send the cops after you, you know? The thing about that, wait.
We have some news from the DNL Railroad Museum that they're moving and restoring the American Freedom Train.
Oh.
The other locomotives. AFT 1.
Oh, that's gonna be exciting. Please let them resort to operational. Do you know? Like, if they restore him to operational before the 200th anniversary, that's gonna be incredible, you know?
I think the daylight is still operational.
Yeah, the daylight is. Oh my. Brightline, I didn't realize stuffing.
What?
Doubleheader?
A doubleheader?
Look, the T1 and 44, not 4014, but 4049, the daylight.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, you mean the doubleheader for the American Freedom Train?
Yes.
They're trying to restore that locomotive right now. So look for 2026. Can't wait for that.
Oh, I know, and hopefully it does happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
possibly they can actually add a diesel locomotive to its roster too, like a T42.
ooh, that would be nice. Heck, saying is it that these steam engines would have to have PCC on them, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the saying. PCC control, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, what you're going to say?
That it would be freaking awesome, you know? Seeing, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, right? Like, you know 611, the J-class steam engine?
Yeah.
You know what crazy? I actually seen this steam engine in person.
Wait, the other steam engine? You're talking about another steam engine, right?
Yes, 611.
611. Isn't that the... No, wait. It should not be the steam engine that actually participated in the chassis system. Is that...
No, you remember the Queen of Steam?
Queen of Steam.
611. Norfolk Western 611.
Oh, Norfolk Western.
Yeah. That Class J Seaman. Did you know the, Streamline one?
Oh, yeah.
You know, crazy in it, back in 2014, I was out there at the North Carolina Transportation Museum when I seen them rebuilding him, you know?
Oh, it's that locomotive that is famous in the memes.
What, the one that had the smaller steam engine trying to pull it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes. I actually seen him in 611. And Dana, is it that I seen the coal tender fur, or like, the firebox and stuff, where you hold the coal?
Yeah.
Like, I seen it parked outside of the roundhouse, and I spotted that when we did the train ride. After the train ride, right, and did it back when I was 16, back in 2014, we walked into the workshops, where they do all the locomotive maintenance and stuff, and where they have the museum at. We looked at all the locomotives, and we walked all the way down where they have the maintenance stop where they build the locomotive. And they were working on 611 when I saw him,
Oh, yeah.
I did not see him operate, but I seen them rebuilding him. It was awesome,
It is awesome. It is awesome.
But, yeah. But, to be honest, I would love to go up to West Virginia and see them running, you know? Like, my God, watching the videos of 611 going right through the fours of fall colors, it did breathtaking, beautiful, you know? The photos I seen in the video are just amazing, you know? Like, it made me feel sad that I don't live anywhere that where you can see stuff like that, you know? Because I would enjoy watching stuff like that on a daily basis, you know? Like,
well, haven't you heard about the metro in Fallout? It's actually the Metro Mass Transit system.
it's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's from Fallout. It's more like
I know what you're talking about from Fallout 3.
Yeah, no, yeah, from Fallout. Yeah, from Fallout 3.
It took me a minute to realize what you're talking about. My bad.
It's actually an extensive transit network providing service to Washington, D.C. and surrounding area. So it's more like a commuter rail service. Much what it is like, which type of, like the metro service that they have in Washington, D.C.?
The one that they have in Washington, D.C., is an electrified one, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah. But
they have 3 lines, the red, blue, and white. Red, white, and blue lines.
It did crazy bright line, you know? Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Speaking of that...
Union Station is also mentioned in Fallout 76. You know, the Union Station that's actually located in Washington, D.C. Ones that, you know, the station that serves Amtrak.
Mm-hmm. You know,
it's actually mentioned in Fallout.
You know, one thing I dated is that if the country ever collapsed, or like the whole world collapsed, and society start back from the beginning, like where we have to fight, the thing that would bring the world back up real quick is the rail system, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just think about it. The rail system would be the thing that bring the country back up from the ashes, you know? And people that don't realize how vital our rail system is. Like, you know what I mean?
You know, yeah. You know, the Fallout universe keeps the 1950s aesthetics as well. You know what the 1950 and 60 styles were back then.
Oh yeah. To be honest,
on to the 21st century.
To be honest, people like us would have not been allowed out in society if we were there. Because let's be honest, back then being disabled was illegal. You know, you were either going to be thrown in jail or a mental asylum.
Yeah, possibly racism would still exist in that time.
To be honest, I was lucky I was not born in that time, you know?
I mean, the alternate view might be discriminated. If there's an alternate USA, there could be an alternate view in that universe.
Mm-hmm. I do believe in parallel universes anyway, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah. But it's been crazy for right now, you know what I mean? A lot of crazy stuff been happening. Oh, speaking of that, I'm going to bring it up. Vladimir Putin nearly died.
Wait, what?
The president of Russia nearly died.
Seriously?
And an idiot, they brought him back to life. You know?
Okay.
To be
Oh,
honest,
yeah.
sorry, you can say what you were going to say.
Okay, so the metro system in Fallout is actually the DC subway system. And I know that DC has a subway system in our timeline too. So.
Mm-hmm. I actually seen that too in person. Do you knew that, Brightline?
Yeah.
I've been to Washington D.C. twice. Once for a not high school, but elementary school field trip. The other time, well, I was heading up to New Jersey because I have family up in New Jersey. So I seen it twice, and I also seen the North Sea Corridor. Cool. Oof. I'd love to catch some cool
Okay,
stuff.
then. Yeah, I think the Fallout, the metro system in Fallout is actually based on the real-world Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, the WMATA.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Many stations are actually based on real-life equivalents, including Anacostia, the Pot Circle, Falls Church, Party Bottom, Friendship Heights, Levant, Metro Central, Mount Vernon Square, Tacoma, and Tenleytown. Any aspects of the interior design are also aesthetically similar.
Mm-hmm. And it did crazy.
So they kind of put some of the stations, the metro stations, in real life, and then put it in Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of parallel there.
Mm-hmm. You know, funny thing is that game predicted the Queen death before she even died. You know?
What?
Yeah. The Queen. I mean, you know, Queen Elizabeth.
Oh.
Back when the game come out, there were a thing in there where, in one of the things they predicted the Queen death, and what do you know? She died this year. You know?
When was that? In 2020 or 2021?
This year.
2022, I believe.
She died this year.
2020. Yeah. That was so close, man.
Like, it's saying it that Fallout predicted it before it even happened.
How weird is that? Somebody is actually making a script.
Mm-hmm. I know. Hey, you still there? Oop.
Well, let's hope that there's not going to be a wipeout out the 7-6 again.
Oh, I know. To be honest, there's one thing that in the Fallout universe I will bring up that it actually kind of odd that it parallel on real life is that in the Fallout universe, the Soviet Union or Russia collapsed, and China became the bigger problem.
Yeah, but here in our universe, I think the Soviet Union collapsed much more later, in 1991. And China was like, start slowly building to the superpower. And
finding in now, Russia is collapsing again.
Exactly.
So,
I didn't actually mention that either.
And funny thing is that if you look at Fallout War in the game, talking about Russia did collapse in Fallout.
Yeah.
You know? And China became
and
more...
China's actually... Yeah, and just like Fallout mentioned, Fallout mentions the rise of China, which we are experiencing right now.
It's so crazy that that game came out almost 2 decades ago. Almost 2 decades ago. Not yet, but almost have predicted something that it's just crazy, you know?
Yeah, parallel universes, though.
But here, Jane, they might be wrong about something because China is starting to collapse itself.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard all the stuff that is going down in China?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff. I mean, the companies are moving from China to Mexico.
I know, and also, the other thing I'll bring up is that a lot of people are sick and tired, and I'm talking about young people are sick and tired of not getting a good paying job after college, and they're just saying, we're just going to stay home and live with our parents. To be honest, here in the U.S., it happened in the same way, but, here in the U.S., you got an influx of immigrants,
Yeah.
So it's not that severe, so just think about it. And even though Vela not here, she just messaged us in the chat. Hey, baby. Hey, Valley Poo. Look.
All right. Yeah. All right, let's get back to trains. I was thinking about if there's actually a Fallout equivalent of Amtrak. There's got to be an Amtrak equivalent in Fallout. That is in Fallout universe.
I know. And funny thing is, let's be honest, the Fallout train from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas were pretty good representation, but good God, the train from Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 looked awful,
I would have looked for trains in Fallout 4.
Like, look, if you look at the steam engine in Fallout 4, like those nuclear trains, did think about how heavy they would be and how top heavy they would. They would simply flip around curves, or if wind hit them, they would just topple to the side, or if the track was, simply crooked, they would just simply fall.
That is so big, man.
Like, Jesus Christ. It's unproportionally big, and it so feel unrealistic, and it don't even fit in a Fallout universe. Like,
to be honest,
it fit more into a steampunk universe.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Like, it looks something like you see in steampunk.
The NHNN.
Like, it's so funny.
New Hampshire and Massachusetts Railroad. It's actually the New Hampshire and Massachusetts Railroad in the Fallout universe. Gotta look for this railroad.
Mm-hmm.
It actually serves the Massachusetts Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
In New England. So.
But, yeah. But Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas locomotives actually look, not trying to say it, but they actually look way better, Mm-hmm. Like, literally, Fallout New Vegas actually had a T1, Like, a freaking T1, And they also had an F7 locomotive, Fit more with the 1960 theme than, the other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But, yeah. I hear a train coming. I hear... Right, funny thing, I'm out hearing a train coming. But let me be honest. It's cool when you just think about it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
But, speaking of that, have you ever played Trains with a Z? Like,
no, I haven't.
Train Simulator with a Z?
No.
Wow, Brightline, you're really missing out on something.
I wish I had. Oh, wait, they have Greyhounds too in Fallout?
Yep.
No way.
Oh, speaking of that,
They really do.
you can say what you were going to say. My bad.
Oh my. They have a Greyhound in the Fallout universe.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's actually based on the real life Greyhound lines. Dang.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, I want to bring that up. Have you watched the new season of Story of Sodors?
Sodor, didn't watch that yet.
The new season started last Friday. And spoiler alert, they already killed off one of the characters.
It has to be Edward.
Nope.
Who, actually?
It's a big red engine, and it's not James.
Oh.
It's Reginald.
Reginald?
Yeah. You remember that? You remember him?
Oh, wait. That rusty locomotive that's been rusting in the sheds?
No. Big red locomotive. In Victor Tangent universe, with it, his locomotive is a big red one, you know? And
like coffee pot locomotive.
Not a copy pot, but they call him Reggie, you know? And he died. They literally killed him off. in a brutal fashion, in a brutal train wreck. You know? Like, first episode, and they're already kicking off killing characters and main characters, you know? Already. Jeez, am I right? It's crazy, you know? Like, I'm just saying, holy cow. They're already going savage, killing off characters. And I'm talking about not main characters. They're almost like main character, but not fully, you know? Like, it did crazy in a way, but it like shock value right now, you know? Holy cow. But yeah.
Was he a tank?
No, not a tank engine. He was a good engine, you know? Or not a good engine, a mixed traffic engine. My bad. Mixed traffic engine. He was a mixed traffic engine of what he is. They literally killed him all. With what the big shock value. Like, literally, geez, I can't believe that actually happened. Like, I'm still can't believe they actually killed him off. It's something I did not see coming, you know?
That sucks, man. Losing a locomotive is sad.
Heck, imagine if the locomotive were alive and felt the pain. Good God.
Yeah, that sucks.
That would be awful, just feeling that pain. Oof. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Oh, Signal actually made a video about Brightline.
Oh, yeah. Him, too. I almost forget that. It's a good video itself, too. Like, that I'm not going to lie about, but there have been a lot of good video coming out about Brightline.
Yeah, let's get into the news segment.
Yeah.
See, let's check on our class ones.
Let's see what fuckery they get up to this week. Am I right?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's start with CSX. Oh, you know what? Let's start with Union Pacific. Let's start with the bad news.
The National Medal of Science is being presented
to potential hiking trail along Fullerton to benefit Union Pacific Rail's Emerson Tunnel.
To our understanding
they're actually converting
biology of emotion.
They're actually converting one of the Union Pacific lines into a
mechanism.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That was in 2021.
I know, but it's fucking annoying. Like, bad fucking enough they think this stuff is okay and keep on doing it, you know? Like, keep on doing it, and they're going to realize when they have too many trails and not that many rails, they're going to realize and say, uh-oh, our country going to collapse. You know?
Those actually along Fullerton's abandoned. Those are actually abandoned rails from Union Pacific.
One thing I will bring up is they got to stop doing that, you know? It really getting ridiculous. Am I right, Brightline?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Because eventually, if they keep this type of fuckery up, I'll be on it. If we keep on abandoning rail lines at this rate, we're going to have a total collapse of this country, and there's no way it will be able to be saved because of too many abandoned rail lines, you know?
Yeah.
My
Union
point...
Pacific CEO keeps focus on productivity.
I just have to laugh at that, you know?
Yeah, I think the CEO is focusing on what they have to do. Union Pacific launches new eastbound intermodal service, opening capacity for customers.
Huh.
Oh, this is interesting. That's pretty interesting.
It is. But it still won't redeem them from their screw-ups, you know? They gotta work way harder before they earns that, you know?
Yeah. They're actually working a lot harder than they are already.
But there's still a lot of stuff that they need to work on, am I right?
Yeah. Let's go with BNSF. Okay, BNSF says it inspected track the same day as deadly train derailment near Pueblo, Colorado.
Probably lying through their teeth.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I don't know, man.
They're probably lying through their teeth trying to save their ass, you know?
Yeah.
And they're probably going to, you know, unjustly fire someone to make it seem, oh, we solved the problem. There, y'all happy? Am I right?
Yeah, that derailment has been a week ago.
I know.
BNSF coal train derails in Colorado. Post truck driver.
Mm-hmm. It's sad what happened, you know?
Yeah.
But good God, it could have been prevented, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, corruption and stuff, and they don't keep maintained, you know? Like,
cutting corners is what they do.
Mm-hmm. Cutting corners and seeing how much they can get away with before people start getting ticked off. Am I right?
Most. I mean, you heard about Wall Street?
Yep, I have.
I actually sent you a reel on Instagram about one guy who went into Wall Street. And boy, that was noisy. Super noisy.
Mm-hmm.
And his opinion was actually accurate about what he said about Wall Street is accurate. They're actually an obnoxious and greedy a group of greedy people I have ever seen.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, they're to corrupt can like they'll try to find a way to cut corner any way they can, you know?
Yeah.
Heck, they'll try to pay government official off for they can, you know, cut around some stuff or make laws against their competition, you know? Trucking. Did you heard what I just said?
Yeah.
Trucking. Jane,
a man accused of... Okay.
Like,
continue.
I'm gonna bring it up, and I did the joke, but truck company, in Wall Street, they literally pay officials to make rules against the railroads, you know?
Uh-huh.
So that I'm not surprised of, but you can say what you were going to say now.
Okay. A man accused of defrauding Norfolk Southern identified as suspect in Youngstown robbery.
Whoa, that crazy.
Yikes.
That is crazy, and I'm not going to lie about that. Damn.
Women charged after theft of $24,000 from Norfolk Southern.
Wow, railway robbery. It's up in...
24. I thought railroad robbery is actually done is actually back in the past.
Like, literally, they literally...
I mean, I thought it was a thing of it in the past.
Like, they literally robbed the railroad. That's it, crazy. My God. That probably going to go down in history, you know? That probably going to go down in railroad in history right there. You know what I mean?
Oh, robbing from railroads, I see.
Like, wowzer. Heck, there was that one time that someone broke into and tried to drive a train on the Florida Central in Florida.
Yikes.
It happened back about 2 to 3 years ago. Some guy literally managed to break in and literally caused a lot of damage with the motor on one of the locomotives.
Yeah. I think train robberies are as old as American railroading itself.
To be honest, people don't realize it, but it actually does still happen, but it's hard to spot, you know? Like, people have gotten more clever. Let's be honest about that. Yeah. Am I right?
EPA orders more... Yeah, you're absolutely right. EPA orders more cleanup investigation near East Palestine for railroad career professionals.
Mm.
The EPA.
Mm.
And I think they have to clean that up. They're still cleaning that thing up a year later. Well, not a year later.
Almost. Still got a couple more months, you know, but it did incredible, you know. They really effed up, you know.
Yeah, they actually screwed over a town there.
Funny jobs that the vaccines were developed not right. What they are intended later when they're right NIH upon them.
Let's go down to CSX. Okay, CSX is to a... Oh, wait, I actually read that a week ago.
Oh, yeah.
We know about Siemens and CSX trying to explore the digital solutions.
Mm-hmm. But I might
Wait
see...
until...
Sorry, you can say what you were going to say.
Continue. No, you could say what you were going to say.
I was going to say that it would be crazy seeing a CSX steam and locomotive, you know?
Yeah. CSX train splits tractor trailer in Cleveland County. Officials confirm.
Yikes. Jinx, you owe me a soda, Brightline.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me one. Got you right there, didn't I?
Waxhaw. Yeah, Waxhaw Railroad crossing to be closed 4 days next week, CSX says. Yeah, that's a crossing in North Carolina. Nothing.
Yep, that's the state above us, you know?
Yeah.
And...
Yikes.
Oof, gonna be crazy.
A truck that's been split in half by a train.
Heck, Brightline, I remember back in 2018 and 2019, I can't remember what in 2018 or 2019, some guy deliberately drove a semi-truck onto the rail and hit a train head-on purpose. I remembered something like that a couple of years ago.
I remember another couple of years ago, there was actually a CSX train and an Amtrak train colliding head-on the same track.
Oh, man. I also remember back in 2020 or 2021, a train literally hit and did a Union Pacific train or a BNSF train, I can't remember, because it along the Mississippi River. Some idiot driving a barge literally grounded it on the thing and the tracks right there, right along the riverfront. And the barge, the front end went over the tracks and a train came and literally hit it.
Wow.
And their actual video of it. I can't remember when it was, but I feel bad for the railroad crew, and I know the railroad company sued the hell out of the barge company, you know? Because, let's be honest, if you can't, if you can't, you know, and I'm going to bring it up, if you cause a train derailment from a riverfront, you're not doing anything right. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. Okay, let's go down to Amtrak. Metro North Amtrak service temporarily suspended due to Westchester County mudslide.
Yikes!
In New York City. Yeah. In New York.
Well, that's a muddy muck for you.
Yep. Amtrak simplifies fare structure into 2 categories.
That ought be clever. You know what I mean?
I saw it. Okay. You know, the big French. You know what Alan Fisher is actually saying. I saw the trains to face more delays and chaos overruns. Amtrak audit says. Oh, that's a little bit 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nothing about Amtrak. Let's see. EPKC. The CPKC holiday train reveals 2023 schedule.
Oh yeah, that right. I remember that. Also, CXX are bringing back their Christmas train. You know?
Yeah, EPKC holiday. Yeah, the train returns to Lethbridge in 2023. Oh boy, I cannot wait for that train to come because there's going to be a lot of rail fanners catching it.
Hopefully next year I might be able to catch it next year, you know?
I don't think it does. I don't think it stops in South Carolina.
I know, I'm talking about going to other places, you know?
Oh.
It's a crazy...
The Kansas City...
Say what you're going to say.
The Kansas City for its new Riverfront Stadium officially has a name. CPK.
Of course, it would be by a railroad company, you know?
Yeah.
That's funny when you did think about it, you know? Like, wow. Is that a train? I keep hearing stuff that sound like trains coming. But in the end, it always semi-truck or something, you know?
Oh, that. Yeah. Let's go down to Canadian National. All right. Oh God.
Ooh, what's going on with them?
And rail profits plummet as consumer demand falls and BC port strike takes its toll. There's a strike in British Columbia.
Oh God, here we go again, am I right?
Yeah, Canadian National is suffering.
To be honest, I kind of seen that coming, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of seen it coming because, let's be honest, remember, they do not know how to keep their act together, am I right?
Right.
But, yeah. That's the club ones for you, you know? They don't ever do variety, they always try to stay with one, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying, am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's just crazy when you just think about it. But, yeah. You know?
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
I'm gonna send you something that I just sent in.
Oh.
Images.
Oh, Brightline? Brightline, I want you to type it in. Thomas the Hunk Engine.
What?
Hold it. I found something you're going to laugh at. It cursed.
I have something. I have something already.
You remember Hank from, King of the Hill?
I've heard about it.
Oh.
Check this one.
Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. On it. Look at it.
Oh, nice. That's pretty smooth.
I know. That it curse, you know?
Yeah. No, that's not cursed. That's actually pretty smooth. This image that I sent you is pretty cursed.
All right, let me see it in chat. But
you're gonna be mad at me, Pat.
All right, let me go to chat real quick. Oh, come on, Brightline. Oh my, you literally just laughed like a dog. Oh my god, I just heard that laugh. Brightline. Oh my god, y'all gonna bust laughing. Look at that. Out of one cursed locomotive.
I told you.
That is freaking cursed.
Yeah, that is cursed. There's more.
Oh god.
Actually, that's from Google. Yeah, have you seen the other one I sent you?
Oh, from a couple of days ago? Yeah.
No. The other ones I actually sent you right now.
Oh no. Oh. Brightline, you sound like a freaking duck laughing a little bit. You know?
Right.
Oh, speaking of that, let me return the favor with some funny stuff, you know?
Yeah. Love it.
This time, it a meme talking about cars and how dumb it is. Well, like, read it.
All right. I wanna send some reaction from the rail fanning community of Harrison from Harrison Soda.
All right.
I mean, how fast was that kid going?
Like, literally, you see the prototype thing and the broken up fence.
Yep.
That little speed demon wrecking his life.
It's about the first. Those are the two first locomotives that I sent on that server, and this is his response. Oh my gosh! Wait. Oh. Wait, that is AI generated, right?
Yep.
That is so cursed.
I will tell y'all in a minute too.
Oh my gosh. Canadian Pacific.
Oh, I just sent you some cursed photos.
Oh my. Oh. Sometimes I questioned my own existence.
Like the Norfolk Southern one with the big explosion in the background.
Yeah.
Then a Norfolk Southern carrying a massive egg. You know?
Yeah. I'm trying to send you another cursed locomotive since you want to return the favor.
Technically, I returned a favor to you, bud.
Yeah.
So I would have to return it back to you again.
It's a bright line locomotive this time.
Is it that one I seen?
What is it?
Oh, I know what one you're talking about. But like, but yeah. Let me find another curve photo that I have saved. Did it return the favor? Like, did it return the favor, if you know what I mean? But, got one. Alright, Brightline, look. Did anybody order drive-through train?
A drive-through?
Look at that. Funny, ain't it?
Oh, it's pretty smart. What? Oh my gosh. Someone put a fast food restaurant beside the train station. That's going to be a no-brainer.
No-brainer, because you're going to have Karens who are going to go on a rampage, walk out, next thing you know, they get clobbered by a train going by, like, splat. Am I right?
I mean, I bet that restaurant is the perfect location to rail back. I'm going to say that.
It would be, you know, if there was something like that, and technically there might be.
I mean, there's actually a Dunkin' Donuts right beside the rail yards.
Bright-eyed, you want to know why I'm laughing?
Norfolk Southern.
Breaking into a Family Dollar.
He's the butt of jokes.
You know? But you know I had to do it for one couple more time, you know? But like seriously, Norfolks aren't the butt of jokes in a way. Like, am I right?
Yeah.
Like, they are seriously the butt of jokes when you did think about it and go deep into it because of all the crap that they pulled. Like,
have you heard of this? Yeah. Have you heard of this locomotive though? A GE, a P40, a Norfolk Southern P42. What is that thing?
Oh my god.
Wake 'em.
To be honest, Brightline, what I'll be honest about that, if Amtrak starts selling their P42s off, and then Norfolk Southern and CSX get their hands on some, that gonna be freaking crazy. You know?
Yeah.
That'll be one of the freaking craziest things that have ever happened. Like, in a way. Oh. There we go. Like, Discord nearly crashed on me. Like, we nearly had a Discord crash. You know?
Great.
This is so funny because it's real, you know?
Yeah. I could send you another locomotive though.
Have you ever seen the Dragon Train from Arizona?
No, I haven't.
It's a train in Arizona, you know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, Brightline, speaking of that, you know what crazy? We're 2 episodes away from episode 100, you know?
Oh, nice.
Like, crazy that we actually, almost for 2 years, we made it to almost to episode 100. Can you believe that?
Yo, that's been crazy. Here's another locomotive.
If Amtrak had on a different timeline, you know?
Yeah.
To be honest, that would have probably been, not trying to hate on it, but that would have probably been on a more bleaker timeline, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oof. It did crazy in a way. But, yeah. But, oh god, PO89 is running super late.
Yeah.
Or not super late. He was about to come by about 15 minutes ago.
I'm sending some more cursed trains right now.
That's it crazy. But yeah.
Wait, a CSX? No. No.
Oh, what did you find, Brightline?
This. A CSX P42.
Alright. That not Kerr. That would have been fucking awesome, you know?
That would have been cool, man. Yeah, true.
You know? I would die trying to see something like that. You know? But yeah. But it's crazy.
Imagine.
Can you say that again, bud? You. Oh, I know this. That athlete that went down to South America, am I right?
I can imagine. I could see myself chilling at the back porch of that locomotive. That is pretty cool.
Yep.
All right. I mean,
oh, I hear PO89. Right, like I hear PO89. How are they saying he on time when he actually is running about 20 minutes late? Ugh. Like, literally. But it's crazy, Brightline, you know? But, yeah. You know, let's see if he's going to have something. Yep, he got a charger on him. That means if I do rope fan in the morning, I will be catching a charger. You know?
Yeah. Nice.
So.
And, oh, wait. Okay, yeah.
But it's a big.
Right now,
so. Oh my God! Why with the curse locomotive? What? Like, why would curse locomotive? God damn you! God damn you, Brightline! Oh, you are a little devil for that. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the CS memes.
Oh, Brightline, you heard about the whole SS Wolf Sniper scandal that's been going on right now?
What?
SS Wolf Sniper.
Oh.
You heard about that scandal?
No, I haven't heard of the scandal yet.
Well, YouTube is protecting a bad YouTuber right now named SS Wolf Sniper. And they're literally protecting her when she doxed a fellow YouTuber. You know? She literally doxed a YouTuber who was calling her out. And YouTube is protecting her because they're saying because she are golden tiled, you know?
Yikes.
Like it's getting to the point where YouTuber to be honest, I'm not trying to hate on YouTube because I do use YouTube a lot. It's getting so strict on what you can say and what you can't. You never know what you're going to be on thin ice for, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like, geez, if only I could haul freight again. Oh, wait, I already had. The 844 meme, you know?
Yeah.
that a good meme because that actually is true because back in 1996, when you did think about it, like 844 literally helped a salt freight train up a hill,
Yeah.
So that is a small history fact,
Yeah, it is.
And Bright, I know it's crazy. We could be probably seeing a Challenger and a Big Boy running it next couple of years side by side,
Who knows? All right, let's see this. You're saying this is the future? The past is far better.
Oh, let me flip it up because it's not letting me show the full meme for fake sakes. I literally had to turn it. There we go. Ah. Like, look at that. Like, not trying to hate on Queen Locomotive. Like, god damn, the old stuff was way better. You noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Like, it looked better and all the new stuff that look white and, not interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Like, oh god, a UP joke. A core.
Being a Class 1 railroad, at one of the largest railroad networks in America, BN and ATSF merge. BN and ATSF merge acquires Southern Pacific.
To be on it, the BN and Burlington and Northern and Santa Fe, when they merge, that would think that caused Union Pacific to, buy out Southern Pacific. When you think about it,
Yeah.
And let me be honest, I did wish that would have never happened because Tennessee Pass would have been still around. And funny thing is, it did piss me off about Norfolk Southern too, the Saluda grade. Let me be honest about the Saluda grade. And hear me out on this. It's that they could have gave it to the Bruin Southern Railway, would have the same type of locomotive at them and let them operate it, rated it, Like, seriously, they could have gave it to the Bruin Southern, But no. They literally decided, nope, we're going to rail bank the line. Then around 2023, we're going to abandon it and have it turned into a fucking rail trail. Like, really. Funny thing is that you could have had a train partner train actually going from Spartanburg to Asheville, North Carolina, and they fucked that up. My point is, and I'm going to bring it up, is that you used to have a passenger train that came from Charleston, head all the way to Louisville, Kentucky, and it went through Spartanburg and Asheville, and it was called the Carolina Special, And that train used to go up the grade, Core, really, Brightline, with the curse? Really, bud? But am I right?
I'm here. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay. Is your mom talking to you?
Yeah.
But, Brightline, this saying, we need to stop abandoning rail lines, because eventually it's going to screw up. Like literally, even though Asheville is a walkable city, I had talked to a friend. He said the city is very lovely and walkable. It did that ever since rail traffic been going down in that area, it's been making it harder, and I mean harder on them to keep business, He literally told me that the passenger rail in that area and not happen.
Thomas the Tank Engine, but
Oops, sorry. I know the Thomas the Tank
Oh,
Engine Kirstein, you know. But yeah.
yeah, it's a Union Pacific locomotive. Thomas painted in Union Pacific. Well, painted in Union Pacific colors.
Now, Brightline, one thing I do hope, I hope one day, and I'm saying that one day in the future, and I'm going to bring it up, I hope, and I mean I hope, that damn on rail trail get bulldozed to the ground and tracks get put back down, you know? Like, it always make me feel good when a damn stupid rail trail that are not going to be used that often get turned back into a rail line with it more useful. And like literally, the town of Saluda, if they had rebuilt that and had like a train going from Asheville to Spartanburg, it would bring in tourism. It would make them a lot more money than a stupid walk trail, you know? Because I guarantee, and hear me out, the moment they turn that into a fucking trail, rail to trail, that town is going to die even faster than it is now, you know? And my point is that stuff like this need to stop fucking happening. Am I right? Because it's infuriating. Like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Oh, Penzi Fan 19 is actually online right now.
Hold it. Let me.
No, he's on idle. Never mind.
Oh, so he's not on right now?
He's actually online. He's on idle.
Oh,
I actually sent you another meme.
I know, I seen it.
Transcontinental Railroad. I mean, yeah, the Union Pacific is actually.
I get it. But
the Union Pacific was actually called the Transcontinental Railroad. There's actually a subdivision that's called the Transcontinental Subdivision. And, you know, the main line that goes from Omaha to Portland.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy, you know? But, yeah, now they did abandon one part because they made a cut through over the Salt Lake, you know? Around Salt Lake City, you know what I mean?
I know.
And that one section, because they built a bypass called the original section to go abandoned. Ironically, people managed to find the spot that we did the, you know, Transcontinental Railroad Grand Spike. And I remember, if I'm right, because they did that, I remember the spot, they managed to turn it into a monument, you know? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is actually a historical location, though.
I know, it is a historical national treasure location because of what it represented, you know? But, yeah. They'll be home in probably about an hour. But I'll be done with the live stream by then. But, yeah.
It's now called the Overland Route.
Like, you got so many routes that we went through there, and they don't talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah. But it's a
The
crazy...
Overland Route is actually one of the oldest routes in the Union Pacific system.
It is. Then you got the Federal River route which connects to it, you know?
Yeah, I see. Actually, you have Central Pacific. I wonder what happened to Central Pacific.
they got bought out by Burlington and Northern. You know, Central Pacific is part of Burlington and Northern, a.k.a. they became part of BNSF. If I'm right.
The Central Pacific. Well,
Or wait, they're probably bought out by Southern Pacific.
I mean, the Union Pacific and Central Pacific operated in the same routes. The same overland route.
If I'm right, both railroads. What one? If I'm right, but yeah. But it did crazy when you did think about the history and all that, you know. But yeah. Ooh. Right, I hope I get some good stuff tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to Railfan tomorrow, and I'm hoping I'm lucky, you know? Because if I decide to Railfan tomorrow and I get lucky, that would be a good thing, because I want to have some good luck this week. But, yeah. But it's crazy, am I right?
It is crazy.
But yeah. But yeah. Oh, by the way, it's been almost over a month now since Brightline started operations, you know?
Yeah, it is.
And Brightline is making a profit. That I'm not lying about. And I'm also hearing that one of the short haul carrier from Miami to Orlando is losing customers. You know? So it did crazy. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like, literally, like, Brightline is literally taking customer from the airlines. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you know what I mean. Am I right, Brightline? Like, it's just so crazy. And
yeah.
sorry, you can speak.
I'm actually looking at Promontory, Utah. You know where you know where both locomotives actually, both railroads actually came together.
I know Promontory, Utah is good. But it's crazy. Am I right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So what rail news? But crazy, am I right?
Yeah, it is crazy. So the railroad that Central Pacific Central Pacific got owned by Southern Pacific.
So
which was owned by Pacific. Union Pacific and Central Pacific have a history between the two.
I know, and Southern Pacific got screwed out by Union Pacific. Let's not forget about that. You know?
I guess Central Pacific and Union Pacific are more like subsidiaries at one point.
They was at one point.
They actually kind of makes sense to see that Union Pacific bought out Southern Pacific just to recover that.
My point is that that it will be crazy, you know?
Yeah. All right, let me try to send you one more cursed locomotive. This time, if remember that Amtrak locomotive though that you just NC Fan just sent you in one of your live streams?
Oh,
That
yeah.
is that locomotive.
I remember that one, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It looks pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, 1 minute. Come on. Freaking. I gotta get a new tablet, you know?
Yeah.
Like, literally.
I could recommend you a computer though. Do you have a computer?
Did a laptop, you know?
Not same. I'm actually live streaming from a laptop right now.
To be honest, what I'll be honest about Brightline is that I'm so freaking poor, it ain't even freaking funny, you know?
Yikes.
With the economy here in the U.S., it's not that good, you know? Like, I would love to get a freaking computer where I can actually do live streaming and all that from. And we had our first crash of the night. 1 minute. We just had our first freaking crash of the night. I'm not even joking. Wow. Over 2 hours in, and we technically almost 2 hours in on here, and we already had our first crash, if y'all know what I mean. So yeah, that sucks. But it's crazy. Brightline, you there? Hey, bud, you there? 1 minute. We just had our first crash of the night. You know? I'll just wait until he comes back. Oh, you there?
I'm still here. I'm just watching more of Alan Fisher's video of Brightline.
Literally, the Discord crashed while I was speaking to you. Literally. That's the first time tonight that it crashed, you know?
Yeah. Okay,
But,
let's check on general. Alan Fisher Brightline video incoming. NZ banned the Brightline stand.
Oh, people are already talking about it?
Yeah.
Oh, in the comment. I got to see it.
It's in the ARC Grand Central.
Oh, I will check that. I will check that in a bit. Oh.
There you go.
Oh God. Oh, so Pinsy Fan is really actually going to do it. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Kenzie Fan versus Alan Fisher. Oh my God.
No God. Pinsy Fan, we need to invite him in now.
Hey, he's offline right now.
Ah, dang it. When do you need him? Need him, you know?
Oh,
like, jeez. Like, shots are fired. Am I right?
Yeah. Let's see if he commented. Right. He's about to throw some fists.
Oh, brother.
You know he's gonna drop.
Oh, yeah. Still crossing my finger. Outfit or Brightline video incoming. Yeah, I see it. But, yeah. So, we're about to see some craziness go down, you know?
Yeah, this is gonna be something that's going to go down in the transit history books.
Like, literally,
YouTubers.
Brightline even said this, not Brightline, but Pinsy Fan on my live stream. Do you remember that one live stream that we had him on and we talked?
Yeah.
He even admitted that moment that, you know, that Alan Fitter made a video, he was going to make a Respawn video. So, I am really... you can say what you're going to say.
I'm going to look forward to that.
I know.
I'm pretty surprised that Alan Fisher did not talk trash about Brightline.
I know. Like, I'm surprised that he did not talk crap about Brightline, you know?
I mean, the only thing he talked about was the high-speed rail, Florida high-speed rail project that never came to fruition.
But,
by the way, I kind of agree.
But he also called out the DOT in that video. Was I right about that?
I haven't watched it yet, so I'm going to watch it right now.
Because he literally called it out with, even brought up that one, you know, intersection. If you remember that one intersection that had a roundabout on the railroad crossing, he called that out.
You mean that
Yep. You remember the roundabout right there at that one railroad crossing? We called that out. Wow.
I mean, yeah, true. That's actually there's not one roundabout, but two roundabouts in that railroad crossing.
I know, and it's stupid. Like, good God, who designed that? You know?
That railroad crossing has been there
for a year since the probably this.
Way before Brightline came to fruition. So.
But the railroad been there longer than it. You know?
Yeah, whoever designed that has got questions. Yeah.
They were probably hoping that the railroad would have probably eventually go abandoned, you know? Most of the crappy design roads that are designed to screw over the railroad crossing, they would design in an era where they were hoping that the rail line wouldn't abandon and they would simply get their way, you know? Which sometimes does happen, sometimes does not, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I looked up the history about the Florida Eco back in the 1960s and 70s, and good God, the line nearly became abandoned a couple of times, you know? There were a lot of near misses where the line nearly got abandoned from Miami to you know, Tampa, you know? Like, there have been so many times that railroad escaped, if you know what I mean. That, you know, fate. And it succeeded, you know?
I know what you mean.
But, yeah. Crazy, am I right?
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's a crazy... The people who are just so against rail are the one who make more of the money from not having rail around, you know? Like, one thing I learned, the people who are against rail are the ones who don't want to lose their money. Because they got a business that would get decimated by it because it would be their competition. Am I right? Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, we've seen places where rail actually worked, and you know, and funny thing is that people don't think about it. It's a deep thought and it's deep way of thinking, but when people realize it, it's a bigger picture. Am I right about that? He watching the video. I need to find my fidget spinner. Home yet? But yeah. Still watching the video, Brightline?
Yeah.
He's still watching that video. But yeah, it's crazy when you did think about it, you know? Alright, I'm feeling a little overheated. I need to turn on the fan in a few minutes. I better get done with the live stream. If y'all know what I mean.
Oh yeah. I actually watched about Ellen Fisher blaming the FDOC. Literally, it's the FDOC's fault.
It is, and you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Florida East Coast Rail Line. They should have actually had separated the rail line decades ago.
I know, but thing is, they never knew that was going to happen. You know, that's the thing. If they knew that was going to happen, they would have probably, you know, done something about it. You know. But yeah. But
by the way, that actually drive, you know, the cars that actually drive on the FECs back then, before there was Brightline, the Florida East Coast Railway trains were pretty slow.
It's just crazy when you just think about it.
Yeah, those trains go pretty slow, and it's easy to beat a train if you're going on that speed.
I know. And thing is, trains just got faster, you know?
Yeah.
So
now with Brightline, the train always wins every time.
I know. And funny thing is, most of the people who think they are being trained are, you know, dumb, you know?
Yeah.
But it already 8:26, and I do want to be able to, if I'm able to, I want to be able to rail fan tomorrow, you know? So,
alright, I guess I'll see you later then.
You have a good night, bud.
Subscribe.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all later. Have a great night, and later, everyone. Bye. And please like and subscribe, and we're out of here. Bye, guys.
Oh, by the way,